translate those dreams. They went to Guwahati under a new head coach in 2015. And tonight in 2019, they're under a new head coach again. They're back here. That night they were 2-0 winners against Nepal. They're looking to do something similar against Oman as I welcome Paul Macefield in the commentary box.
I had a big game today. Really big game in the context of this group. These two sides will be the ones you would think that would be slugging it out to finish second in the group. Qatar clearly the favourites in Group B. So a big performance needed from the Blue Tigers today.
And that's the kind of urgency you'll expect from the team in red. The Reds, as they're called, the Omani national team. And India will have a task at hand today. In front of their home fans though, so they'll be expected to be buoyed by them. Expected to be a full house here in Guwahati as well, in the northeastern part of India. Ranked 87th in the world compared to the 103rd rank of Team India. Good ball forward, but possibly asking a little too much of Ashik Kurunian, but that's the kind of pace the youngster has. Dealt with a little awkwardly though, but eventually well enough.
Al Salami there, his body shape was all over the place, but just managed to get it away. Bright start from India.
Right indeed, here's another opportunity, and just about intercepted in time before Anirudh Thapa could get anywhere near it. Cross coming in from Rahul Bheke, intercepted once again. Hands behind the back at the moment. Brandon chasing it down from India's point of view. Right on the ball for Oman. Splitting out wide, the two centre halves. Middle of defence, Al Musallam and Al Gailani.
Pressing high, India.
What they'd want to do as well. This is something that they were guilty of not doing enough in the Hero Intercontinental Cup as well. Good ball forward. Diving challenge coming in, but the ball had gone out of play as well. It was already offside.
That was a close one. I think that was a very close one. Just showing that Oman can hit on the counter-attack. There, it's that decision. That first one, it's not the reverse ball. Correct decision from the linesman. But you've just got to be careful there, because you've got to track your runners. You can't let them run in behind there. Sandesh then had to come all the way out, and it takes him away from a striker that could prove a big threat.
A good pace there. Al-Busaidi, he was on his bike straight away. Something they'll have to be wary of. Rahul Bheke likes bombing forward as a wing-back. Sheikh looking for options on the left, finds Brandon. Harper finds Udanta on the right-hand side. Watch out for his pace and his fearlessness, and wins a corner for India, the first of the game for the side in blue.
Listen, you can see straight away, Stimac said, didn't he, after the Intercontinental Club, he knows what he's got to do, and that's to mix up the football and not play out all the time. It was epitomised there with that long ball forwards from Gurpreet. They won that second ball. That's the key to India doing well in this game, picking up that second ball. And then Udanta wins a corner, and a chance now to throw the big boys forwards and try and get on the end of something.
And as always, under Igor Stimac, the strategy has always been for Anirudh Thapa, the number 7, to deliver it, and the big boys arriving. Adil Khan will be there, Sandesh Jhingan, who incidentally is their joint second top goal scorer to deliver it, but the delivery wasn't good enough.
Delivery was awful, let's be honest. You've got to at least miss that first man. I don't know how many times we say that in the commentary box, Anand, but it's criminal, because you saw there, Oman can turn defence into attack very quickly. We saw that a few moments ago as well.
Two centre-halves for India, Sandesh Jhingan and Adil Khan. Number 5 and 6. More similarities than that, of course. You recognise them with the facial hair and the man bun.
I thought you weren't going to say it then, Anand.
It was the big man in goal. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Yet to keep a clean sheet this year, of course. Good run here from Ashik Kurunian. Cross coming in, who's reaching it? Udanta Singh Kumam. Sunil Chetri waiting at the penalty spot. Well intercepted once again.
Vedanta just looked up a fraction earlier. Sunil had just burst into the 6-yard box unmarked there. It was really, really good play again. Actually, well, he's setting the place on fire at the moment, isn't he? Lovely little turn, gets it out of his feet. Watch the run from Sunil in the middle. Look, Vedanta he doesn't look up. If he just controls that and delivers it straight to the 6-yard box, Sunil's got a 5-yard tap in and India are 1-0 up. That's a half chance, half an opportunity there, but it's good from India the way they've started this game.
Yeah, it's the pace, it's the urgency, it's the desire shown straight away. Sometimes that's what India can do. This is a very different side. It's a more battle-hardened side. The 4 years have done that to them. More conditionally aware as well, Mace. They can counter their lack of skill against superior opposition sometimes with that, the perseverance and the patience and passion sometimes.
Yeah, but
they're missing.
They're getting better day by day. They really, really are. I think what Stimac said to me before, they're learning all the time. He said, and they're like sponges. The players are like sponges. They just want to absorb all the information and the knowledge, and it is helping them.
As far as Oman is concerned, of course, what's helped them is that camp in Germany. Cross coming in as well, dangerous looking as well.
Good from Sandesh that. If you're in doubt, you deal with the ball. That's exactly what he did.
Yeah, the long strides of Ashik Kurunian, but stopped short very quickly as well by Al Ghailani, who was well in front near the halfway line. Al-Mandar back towards his left back Al Busaidi. You'll see him bombing forward every now and then. You'll see the wing backs come into play for Oman.
So Raid and Al-Mandar have switched wings already, because Al-Mandar's on this left-hand side, more renowned as a right winger, so maybe he's looking to go from out to in, cut inside and get shots off. But it doesn't make sense, because yesterday when they were training here, they were doing a lot of work delivering balls into the box and getting the crosses in.
Better passing this, Roland Borges towards Ashik Kurunian, switching nicely with Sunil Chhetri, who passes it back towards the player in blue. The long strides of Ashik. The mind went faster than the legs.
Well, as we mentioned, he hasn't really played for 6 months, has he? This is it again. I tell you, I wouldn't say anything against Sandesh there, because if you're a defender and you can deal with the ball and you're not sure, you deal with the ball. Keeper may get a little knock, but you've got to turn around and say, unless you're coming and you're calling, I'm going to deal with the ball. So a little bit more communication there in the back line needed.
The ball just floated towards the 18-yard box, more in hope than anything else. Eventually Oman have the ball back. We'll hope to see more of that. Because in the first 8 minutes, India have attacked them, much the way they started their Asian Cup campaign as well against Thailand. Completely surprised the opposition, much the way they started the game against UAE as well. You'd remember that, Mace, you were commentating on that game.
Yeah, a lot more in the face, pushing up, squeezing on, just denying space. That's what they're doing here as well. They've looked the better side in the opening 8.5 minutes so far. They've looked lively, they're passing it well, they're mixing it up. Not everything's short, not everything's long, and it's just posing a question or two here to this Omani side.
They're also trying to find their best combination, this Omani side. Good ball forward, well dealt with as well, and a strong hand, or should we say a hand strong enough from Gurpreet just to parry it in the air first and then to collect it safely.
Good ball though. This one here is a great ball, and it's a nice little touch just with the stomach there from Abdulaziz. We highlighted him before the game, knows where the back of the net is, and well, you could see there, wasn't a million miles away. A little bit too close to Gurpreet, but just Adil maybe needed to be a little bit closer.
Plays his football in Qatar, the number 9, Abdulaziz, scored twice in that 3-0 win for Oman against India in World Cup qualifying. The last time these two sides met in similar circumstances. They have met each other 4 times in World Cup qualifying. Should we say twice, but in 4 games. Absolutely right about the switch between Raid and Al-Mandar, number 15 and number 6. There he is on the ball, plays his football in Malta. piece of skill that eventually finds a player in the same shirt as well. Well dealt with by Roland. Ball just had to be careful there because a slip here and there or a missed tackle and that could have been trouble.
Looked like it should have been a free kick in favour of India.
It's been given as a throw in favour of Oman. That's why Ashiq didn't look very happy.
There's the first one. There's a little tug. That was a free kick earlier, though. The arm went round. There was the hand pulling. Don't shake your head with me, Anand. There was contact. You know it as well.
Well, the crowd certainly felt it as well on the other side, and you can see plenty of banners. There's a nice little banner unfurled on that side as well. The Ultras, they're calling themselves. Blue, the revolutionary. You can see that just in the background. The tricolour sandwiched in the middle. It's never sandwiched in the middle. It's proudly displayed.
Correct. It's great to see people still coming into the stadium.
It's a good combination, this building up between Raid and Saad. On the right hand side for Oman, the header.
It's all in front though, Anand. They're not getting in behind at the moment.
Saidi with a cross, looping cross, which was dealt with comfortably by Gurpreet. A 6'6" frame.
You may say Oman will have the lion's share trying to pass it around, but where are they going? Nowhere. They're not breaking the lines of India.
Challenge ball floated by Anirudh Thapa, but the keeper read it and anticipated it beautifully as well. He saw what Anirudh Thapa was trying to do about a second earlier.
Fires didn't need to do that, you know. I thought that Al-Musalami had that under control. Great challenge to win it back. Anirudh Thapa just seeing Sunil. It's a diagonal ball on a diagonal run, which is always difficult. But Sunil again just looking to try and nip in behind.
Again, chip towards Udanta. Can't control it, but Udanta's not very happy with the challenge that followed that. Probably should be more disappointed with the fact that he couldn't control it.
Yeah, I think it was an accident, really. You can see there. I mean, he was jumping in the air there. Almanda, it's one of those things. Can be a little bit painful, though, on the ankle. I think he'd be relatively happy the way that his side started today. Not him.
Well, I think that the respective faces tell their respective stories as well. Igor Stimac looks the more relaxed, and Erwin Koeman certainly has got a few words to say to his players. Challenge from Thapa, naughty one.
No foul given there. Did just catch him though, if we're being honest.
Interesting journey, of course, for Erwin Koeman, coach of Oman. Took over from fellow Dutchman Pim Verbeek in February 2019. Cited personal reasons to quit after